Welcome back to the List Building Lifestyle. I'm your host, Igor Kayfetz. And I would like to answer your question. Should you build a list? Is list building right for you? How do you know if you really need an email list? And I want to share with you a tidbit of an interview I've done for someone else's podcast where they asked me this question, like, should you even be building a list? And my stance on list building is very simple. Everyone should have a list, period. I don't care if you have a business or not. I don't care if you're just have a hobby maybe and you're just getting a group together. It doesn't really matter. As far as I'm concerned, you need an email list, period, especially if you want to make money, and especially if you want to make passive income. So let me break it down for you exactly why every single person on planet Earth who wants to make money should be building an email list right now.
I'm Igor Kayfetz, and this is the List Building Lifestyle, the podcast for anyone who wants to build a wildly profitable email list working from home. If you'd like to make six figures, travel the world, and help people improve their lives in the process, this podcast is for you. I also invite you to claim a free copy of my best-selling book, The List Building Lifestyle: Confessions of an Email Millionaire, at igorsbook.com. Get the free book plus $3,000 bonus package that includes my best capture page templates, email swipe files, and traffic blueprints. Visit www.igorsbook.com for details. And now, it's time to claim your list building lifestyle.
If you've got an email list, it makes you almost bulletproof. It makes almost everything that you want to do almost a guaranteed success. You have a foundation, you have a following, you've got fans, you've got an audience. If you need to send eyeballs, traffic, attention to any particular website, link, offer, podcast, book, you instantly have the ability to do that. That's how I launched my book and made it into a bestseller. That's how I took my podcast under the same name, and it became new and noteworthy on iTunes for about 2 or 3 months running. And I had no idea what a podcast was. I just had an audience, and every time I would publish an episode, I would just email them the episode. The world of email marketing and the world of affiliate marketing as a way to monetize the email list is a fascinating world. It's a rabbit hole that once you get in there, it's like, wow. But you really have to make a decision. Do you really want to go there? Because, for people like me, it consumes you because you learn of a better way. You learn of a better life. Like, for example, today I woke up at 7. I started working around 8 a.m. after I had breakfast. I took a break at 9 when my kids went to school. And then I kept working until about 2 p.m. By 2 p.m., I've already made more than most people make in their jobs working the entire month. And I actually was home the entire time. And what's really interesting is you might say, well, of course, for that level of freedom, you might sacrifice income. But no, because when you have an email list, you grow your income through leverage. And the way it works is, let's say you have an email list of 10,000 people. It takes you, let's say, 30 minutes to write an email to that list and send it out. Now, what's really important to understand is that we use a software to send that email. So it's not like me sitting here, copy and pasting that email 10,000 times and hitting send 10,000 times, right? It's me writing that email once, loading into a special program, hitting send one time, and the software just dispatches that email 10,000 times. I don't need to be here. It gets the job done without me. Now, let's say, hypothetically, I make $1 per subscriber per month. Okay. So that means $10,000 per month. Now imagine if I had a list of 100,000 people. It will take me the exact same 30 minutes to write the email. It'll still be one click to send that email to everybody. I don't need to do it. The software does the copy and pasting, but I'm now getting in front of a much larger audience, and therefore my results will be bigger. It's sometimes hard to convince a small business owner that they need an email list in the first place, especially if they've got a storefront and all of their customers are local, because they don't think that an email list will make any difference whatsoever. So to them, it's really not about that. And to be honest with you, I've never really set out to teach the baker or the cobbler to build a list, even though they should. Everyone should do that. I really set out to show people a better way to have more money, more freedom, and more leverage in their life. And that also meant location independent, income independent businesses. So that's how you create freedom. That's how you see people saying things like, "Oh, look, I spent this month in the Bahamas and I still made $100,000." Well, that's because they leverage technology like this, and it's accessible to everybody. Like, it's not just accessible to the rich or to the geniuses or whatnot. It's accessible to quite literally every single person on planet Earth. You just have to want it, really, and just get off your butt and just go try it out, look it up. Like, there's literally no one who can tell me, unless they're really just mentally challenged and it's just impossible for them to do anything on the computer, or maybe they have some kind of disease that prevents them again from doing stuff. But even if you have a disease, there's a guy, his name is John Morrow. I don't recall what his website is called. I think it's Smart Blogger. But this guy actually is in a wheelchair, kind of like Stephen Hawking, and he types by breathing into a tube or something. It's some crazy like that. And he ended up building an online business that makes over $100K per month. When I teach people how to write emails, a lot of them will build a list and not email the list even once in like a year. And I would be asking them, like, this is the most insane thing you can do. Like, why would you not do it? It's like buying a sports car, like a Ferrari, and never taking it out for a spin. I'm not saying you should take it to the track every day, but like, not even to just go around the neighborhood, on a sunny afternoon. And so for most people, they're stuck in their head and they're trying to make it perfect. They're trying to analyze and overanalyze, and they're really just self-conscious. And it's just an email. Email is very forgiving. You can like send a really crappy email today and send a good one tomorrow and still be perfectly okay. But people don't realize that they really make a big deal out of it as if it's a life and death kind of thing. Like, if I mail this, 500-word thing and it's not perfect, then the sky will fall on me and crush me. Like, it's not like that. It is how we think, how we tend to think, but it's definitely not like that. It's just a very easy way to drive them back to your store, because otherwise, what control do you really have over your audience, over your customers, over your prospects? Not much. Besides all the other additional benefits of being able to email your followers and your subscribers and customers every single day with your philosophy, with your personality, if you will, because that does come across in an email, and them choosing to do business with you just because they like you more than some other fella that doesn't email their list or doesn't have a list. And they don't even think about the other fella, right? Because you're just top of their mind because you email every day. So it's very common, like, to use a list like that, and it's very profitable too. Like, if you really just take somebody like a business owner who has a list and who mails that list all the time and one that doesn't, you'll see that the one who mails is always going to be making more money. And I'm not talking 10% more money. I'm talking a substantial amount of money, like double the money, triple the money, quadruple the money than the business without a list.
Thank you for listening to The List Building Lifestyle. Get access to the previous episodes, transcript of today's show, as well as other exclusive content at listbuildinglifestyleshow.com. Also, remember to claim your free copy of my best-selling book at www.igorsbook.com. It explains how I made millions with list building starting from scratch. Plus, I'll give you $3,000 worth of free bonuses, including my best landing page templates, email swipe files, and traffic blueprints. Go to www.igorsbook.com now to claim your free package.